It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
You won't find the answers by looking at the stars. It's a journey you'll have to take by looking inside yourself. You must write your own destiny.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. So now I must shed innocent blood.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, your humble host, Jay Esco, and we are back with another movie review. Today, we're going to be reviewing Candyman. Now, this is a sequel to the original Candyman that came out in the 90s. Now, what can I say about this film? I can honestly say that it's beautifully shot. Like, the sequences that they use to film this movie, you know, the atmosphere, and I'm so glad that this movie takes place back in Cabrini Green, because you can't have Candyman not be in Cabrini Green. It just doesn't work. If you don't believe me, look at the original sequels. This is a well thought out sequel. I do have some minor gripes with it, but that's just me as a fan. I will try not to really get into spoilers, but with the first film, you can really feel Candyman's presence in the film. Whether it was just his voice, whether, you know, it was his story being told, you felt his presence, and a lot of that has to do credit to Tony Todd in the original film. And I feel like the sequel is lacking that. You don't really feel Candyman's presence. You know, in this movie, it's more like when you see him, then you feel his presence, rather than his presence being there the entire time, which I feel is a huge letdown to such a promising character. Now, I do respect the fact that they wanted to go in a different direction while also paying homage to the past. They did do that. They did respect what came before. They did include what came before in the story and incorporated it. And one way to best explain it is that when you hear the stories of urban myths, there's always a different type of story regarding that myth. Oh, I heard the story this way. I heard the story that way. I heard the story this way. And this film really helps incorporate that idea into the film. And I think it's brilliantly executed. By all means, it's not a bad film. It is a good movie. It is a great movie, you know. In my opinion, I just feel like Candyman's presence should have been more felt. And honestly, I feel like they kind of guided us in, you know, in a different path, you know, by saying that, hey, Tony Todd is in the film, you know, Candyman is back, but doesn't really feel like Tony Todd's in the film. If you catch my drift, it feels like more so that they were like, okay, this is a sequel, but it is also in the form of a reboot. That's kind of how it feels, even though really it is a sequel to the first film. But the important thing is, you can't have a Candyman movie. You can't have a Candyman movie without the OG Candyman himself. It just does not feel right, because as I said before in many videos, Tony Todd is Candyman. Tony Todd will always be Candyman. There's something about Tony Todd that when he speaks, he doesn't even have to be on film. When he speaks, you feel his presence. You feel there's something about that voice, and I feel like this movie is missing that. Well, guys, it is time for my Owen Wilson rating. I give Candyman 2021 a rating of, drumroll, a rating of 3 out of 5 wows.
Wow, I sort of got screwed.
Yeah, I wanted to grade it a little higher, but you know what? I honestly couldn't do it, man. My humble opinion, it is a good movie, but I just feel like you were missing the OG, and the OG, it just is everything. Can't have Candyman without Candyman. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, have you guys seen Candyman? What did you guys think? As always, comment underneath. No drama, no beef. Thanks for stopping by. I'm the Movie Madness guy.
You're mine now. Tonight our congregation shall witness a new miracle.